Today we're going to be covering the top 5 guns you want after SHTF has taken place. If you guys go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below anything I missed, start a discussion in the comment section. But yeah, let's get into the video. Before we started, for all of you safety Nazis, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that the chamber has been cleared. So we are working with the empty weapon. So chamber cleared, triple check before the shooting of this video. So as you guys can see, we're clear. All right. Okay, guys. The number one weapon I think everybody needs in their inventory, whether you're a prepper or you just deem yourself an American and are exercising your Second Amendment right, everyone needs a handgun in their inventory. This one, to be exact, is a Glock 19 model Gen 3. This one has seen a lot of wear and it's basically been my everyday carry for the past 5 years. As you guys can see, it has holster marks and a lot of wear all over it. So don't be afraid for these things to get dirty and scratched up, guys. These things are tools. They're not safe queens. So make sure you guys are using your tools out there. Guys, number 2 that I think everyone should have in their inventory as a prepper or as someone who's exercising their Second Amendment right should be a nice AR15 build. This one's a 16-inch build with the LPVO and a side canted red dot on the side. As you guys can see, there's a red dot at the 45 degree. It's a little blurry right now because I got the 100 concept scope cap on it, or a hex cap on the red dot. I need to get a scope cap for the actual LPVO. But yeah, have a good AR15 in your guys' inventory, in your arsenal. It's highly essential. Make sure that you guys have a sling. As you guys can see, I have a sling here. Have a weapon light. And just have a good sighting system, a way to keep the rifle on your body, and make sure you guys have a weapon light at the minimum. All right. This one is just a little cheapo setup, a little cheap poverty pony. I got this from PSA at a base build for $600, guys. This thing now is worth over $1,100 for all the upgrades and stuff I put into it. But as a base build, I got this thing from PSA for $600. I could hit targets out to 500 yards all day with this setup, guys. So honestly, you guys don't got to spend a lot of money on an AR-15 or any type of setup for your firearms. Make sure you get something quality that has a reputable track record. Don't buy the bottom of the barrel, just like basic bullshit. Get something that's decent, that has a good track record, and you guys have good customer service and you trust their company. But yeah, make sure you guys have an AR-15, and that's the second one. The third firearm that everyone should have in America, or if you deem yourself a prepper or a firearms collector, whatever it may be, this one has been talked over and ranted a bunch, like too many times, as the number one home defense weapon. A basic pump action shotgun, guys. This is going to get essentially everything that you need to get done in a standard home defense scenario, and it'll also take down most animals in North America, including bears and other bigger animals. So with the proper load and the proper setup, you guys can have a very versatile and utility usage out of a basic 12-gauge shotgun. This one right here is the Mossberg Maverick 88. It's kind of like a knockoff version of the Mossberg 500. It's still made by Mossberg, just assembled with some parts from Mexico. I put this thing to the paces. I have at least 500 to close to 1,000 shells through it, and it hasn't had one hiccup. So I would highly recommend it. You guys can get one of these out of the door for about $200. So if you guys don't have a Mossberg Maverick 88 or already have a shotgun in your inventory, make sure to check out the Mossberg Maverick 88. Get it out the door for $200 right now if you do a shop around. Also, this is the model that has the folding stock. So as you guys can see, I had it collapsed previously, and now I have a more length of pull, so I could actually shoulder the weapon and get a stable shot off. But yeah, you guys could have a lot of versatile usage with this type of platform. Fold it up, use it for CQB, keep it on a little pack as your backup weapon for a breaching charge. Like, there's a lot of usage for a shotgun, and this one right here, the Mossberg Maverick 88 with the folding stock, it's essentially one of the best basic utility weapons you could get for $200. Not to mention, if you guys throw some of these shotgun cards in here from STAC, you guys could get these for about maybe like $5 to $15. I'm not sure. I bought these a while ago. They're very useful. They got a lot of utility usage. You guys can see I got a little Velcro cutout and put onto this shotgun. And anytime I need more ammo, I'll have more of these sitting around. I could just tap that on there, and anytime I need ammo, I could just feed it through the Velcro into the shotgun. So it's really useful. It comes in handy like almost all the time. But yeah, called shotgun cards from STAC. They're the same people who make the magazine inserts for these triple magazine placard on my carrier. But yeah, guys, make sure to check them out. STAC. Fourth weapon on this list, you've probably already seen it coming, but it's going to be a nice 22. This one's a 1022 backpacker model, to be exact. It has a takedown option, so you guys could basically take it down like that. Yeah, you could take it down, and then it puts together like this. So once you guys take it down, it clips into itself, and this is why it's called the backpacker. So essentially, you guys take down this 22, and it folds back. I carry this in my go bag, my 72-hour kit, whatever you want to call it. This goes in there with about 500 rounds as a backup, and I don't even know that it's there, essentially. And it gives me defense. It gives me a way to procure food and ways to defend myself in case I run out of ammo and I don't have my main rifle to go to, God forbid. It's a good 22 rifle. This is the 1022 backpacker takedown model. I highly recommend you guys get a 22 in your arsenal. Last but not least, I don't have a bolt action in my collection, in my inventory, just as of yet, for reasons. But the fifth one, if I did have it, would be a bolt action or some type of long range rifle to reach out to those further distances, say 800, 1,000 yards consistently. Being able to identify certain landmarks and certain observations of a target, should I say. But yeah, guys, since I don't have a bolt action, my bonus firearm for the fifth top 5 firearms you guys should have after SHTF is going to be a good old AK-47. This one is the ZPAP Zastava M70. I got this one a few years back, and I've been putting it through its paces. Yes, guys, it does have a mag lock because I'm in California, so I can't have more than a 10-round magazine unless I have it with the fin grip setup. I have this one set up to have the standard look because I like it more this way. I definitely recommend you guys pick up an AK-47 for your collection, in your inventory, just to have it as an American, because it's your right to have this. Get an AK-47, guys, especially with what's going on in today's world. The one thing I will mention about the AK-47, ammo is going to be hard to come by currently, and it's not cheap. So if you guys want this, just know you're going to pay for the ammo, and you're going to have to go and find it. More expensive, and it's not as easy to find. That may change in the future, but as of currently, if you're getting something for utilitarian usage, I would still choose the AR, but this is a great bonus weapon. I was going to put a bolt action here for something that reaches more further out, but this is just our bonus pick. All right, guys, so before we close up this video, I want to discuss some things with you about being a Minuteman guerrilla fighter and covering these firearms and why they're cool to have, but essentially why they don't really mean anything. So stay with me. Cover and reiterate to you guys and drill back into your guys' heads is that it's good to have these firearms. It's good to have capabilities, things like AR-15s, AKs, and all different types of weapons in your inventory. But the one thing that's going to be more important than all of this, guys, that I want to drill into you and I want you guys to remember more than anything is going to be your training, your fitness, and just your physical, your skills personally. Like, what are you going to be able to do with the least amount of gear? Advance your capabilities better than the next man who just has better gear than you, but you're still operating because you actually have skill versus Gucci gear, you know. Gil doesn't equate to skills, guys. So Gil, equipment and gear doesn't equate to skills and training, guys. So make sure you guys have the skills, make sure you have the training, make sure you're training in physical fitness, make sure you're training with your firearms frequently and consistently. Make sure you're implementing some sort of elevated heart rate training with that, whether it may be doing jumping jacks, push-ups, doing a pace back and forth running to get your heart rate elevated, and then coming back and putting rounds on target. Whatever it may be, make sure you guys are putting yourself through your limits, pushing the paces of your gear and yourself and your own capabilities. That's the only way you're going to get better, is by testing yourself and consistently doing this. Don't go out and buy all the gear, get a plate carrier, get medical and all that, and don't have training on it. You're more of a liability than an asset if you guys have all of this stuff and don't have training. So if you guys have a rifle like this, something I want to mention, if you have a rifle with a scope like this, or just a basic 16-inch AR-15 setup, standard rifleman loadout, you guys should be able to hit targets out to 300 yards at a minimum consistently. Like, you shouldn't have any misses on a good day hitting out to 300. That should be your average medium of engagement distance, okay? And then you guys should be able to stretch that out, say 400, 500, 600. Be an actual rifleman, know your capabilities, and extend them the best you can with your weapon system. And just don't be a gear guy and a gear whore, essentially, who thinks that's going to be the end-all, be-all solution to you surviving the apocalypse, okay? Because it's not. It's going to get you killed, and it's not going to make you an asset, but a liability. So, yeah, that's essentially what we got for today, guys. I hope you guys went on to enjoy today's video. I hope you guys are enjoying these long-form talks, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to be having some more content like this coming out here soon. Then I got some more clips coming out to the channel and on TikTok as well. But hopefully you guys went on to enjoy it. Make sure you guys are practicing your physical fitness and covering everything that I mentioned just recently about having the training and the experience versus just having the gear and not knowing what to do with it. But yeah, hopefully you guys went on to enjoy it, and this is FP.